Hey everybody, I'm John. I collect cards. Hope you're all doing well. Today's Monday, June 3rd, and I'm going to do a quick little video here just to show a couple of cards I got on a nice vintage mail day. Um, and then I'm also going to offer a couple of words about one auction outlet that I bought a few cards from, and I probably am not going to continue to do so. So I'm going to show a couple of cards and offer a quick opinion, and we'll call it that. So, all right. I'm going to flip the phone around. Okay, I'm going to share three cards in this video, two of which arrived today in the mail. And the first one I'm going to share is this very nice, in my opinion anyway, 1959 Topps Orlando Cepeda. This is in a CGC 5. So CSC or CSG, CGC. This is my first one of their slabs, actually. So I'm pretty, I'm not a big, I'm okay with mixing up my slabs. I put out a tag order at the start of this year for some modern cards. I mostly send to SGC though, and I've bought PSA a lot as well. But this is my first CGC slab. And I've heard good things about their slabs, and that just kind of, it's kind of just a, feel secure in your hand. I've heard good things about the plastic as well, and I'll have to vouch for that. The plastic on this slab is very, it looks really clear. It's noticeable versus PSA and SGC. SGC's plastic does have a reputation for not being the best, but the tuxedo more than offsets that for vintage, in my opinion. But this plastic is pretty clear. This card kind of jumps out. I don't love the label necessarily, but the actual slab is pretty nice. So enough for the slab. Just thought I'd give you a quick little hot take there on the slab, since this is my first one from them. But I got this off of PWCC, as you may have noticed on the back, which I'll get back to in a second. But overall, this is a pretty nice card. It is a 5. It's very off-center to the top, but and a little right as well, off-center. But the top of the off centers to me is by far the most tolerable, and in this case, given the rest of the card looks really nice. I mean, the corners on this are razor sharp, and there are no obvious fisheyes on here either. Maybe a couple, but really nothing too bad about this at all. So this is a really nice card, and I just really like this one. It's a second-year card. I actually have his 59 All-Star as well. I've had that for a decent while now, last year or so, maybe more. And that one's got that graded from SGC. It came back 6.5 actually, so it's a decent one. But I really like having this card. Again, this Cepeda was one of my dad's favorite Giants after they had moved to San Francisco, and he was still pulling for him for a few years. He liked to talk about Cepeda when I was a kid. Talked about Mays, of course, too, although I only knew him as a Red Sox fan, but he did like Cepeda. And so as a result, I'm kind of picking up his cards a little bit here and there. Just kind of coincidental, but maybe not so coincidental. Okay, let me show you the back really quick on this. The back is also quite nice, a little stained here, which probably, helps with that, keeping it at a 5, but it is pretty off-center. I can't see how it could have gotten a 6, because, maybe a 6, but it would have been have to be almost perfect everywhere else to get that. So 5, given the degree of off-center top, is totally reasonable, and it's just a nice card. I love this card, actually. Here's the thing I don't love about it, though. This label that PWCC puts on these slabs, I tolerated it. I tolerated it for the first order I did about a month or so ago. I got a Gaylord Perry 1965 Topps. It's a pretty nice card. I got it, I think it was in a 7 from PSA. Noticed that for the first time. I was like, okay, not the best. I kept at it for PWCC, and a couple of weeks ago, I actually picked up this card. This 1968 Jim Hunter, Catfish Hunter, in a 6. It's not a great card. It's a hatless, one of those, hatless wonder cards. But I didn't really have anything young of Catfish beyond like his 78 I have. And so, I don't have his rookie card at this point, and, maybe I'll get it someday, but I don't know. I saw this in their auction, and my strategy for PWCC has been, and this is actually a pretty nice card for a 6. Corners are nice. Centering's a little off to the right, but overall, condition of the card's quite nice. I like it. Even if it is a pretty bland photo overall, it's still nice having a young early card of a really good and pretty underrated, even to this day, Hall of Fame pitcher. So my strategy with PWCC has been to just sort of, for the last maybe 2 months, I've bought on 3 different occasions from them. I've been looking at the bottom of the list, basically, the lowest price cards, seeing what's out there for that given Sunday in baseball, slabbed, range of anywhere from tobacco to like 1980, and just seeing what catches my eye. And so I've picked up a few cards here and there. I've picked up 5, I think, overall, actually. I picked up 2 other ones with this one that I don't have out with me, and they weren't actually, big cards. I picked up a Dave Parker rookie in a 4 because it was so cheap, and I just didn't have the card. It's actually a decent 4 looking on the front, but I didn't pull it out for this. But what was I going with this? So anyway, it was just a strategy I had, and I got some decent deals, I think. I got the Cepeda. For all of $18. 18 bucks. And there's really no comps for CGCs in this, but SGC and PSA 5s range anywhere from like 22 to 28. So I thought I got a decent deal on it for 18 bucks. And that was after the buyer's premium too. And then the Hunter I got for $14.40, if I remember right. That's after the buyer's premium as well. And so I think $12 was the winning bid. And it's it's VCPing for like 18 to 20. So again, just, little cards, but nice to add. And just, I thought, okay, maybe this is a little strategy I'll pursue for a bit. But it's the label. I can't get over that label. It's just, I know they encourage people to keep the cards in their vault, but that's not me. I'm not a vault person. I want the card in my collection. If it's not in my collection, it doesn't feel like if it's not actually in my collection physically at home, or, if I were to put cards in a safe deposit box or something like that, that'd probably be the extent of me keeping something in a vault. Then it doesn't feel like it's mine, So I'm not of the vault idea, or I'm not that kind of collector, because I'm not going to turn it around anytime soon and sell it. It's for my collection. And so as a result, seeing these labels on here, this is just, I don't know. I don't get this business practice of theirs that, if it helps them to find their cards or whatever, so be it. But I mean, this is not a peel. I tried peeling the label off on the Gaylord Perry just a little bit to see kind of if it would come off easily, and of course it doesn't. So it's just a hopelessly, it's a permanent fixture on the card now, unless you want to completely scuffed up, maybe even scratched up back of your slab with label remnants on it. And it's like, no, absolutely not. So I can't do PWCC anymore for that reason alone. And, for me, that's plenty of reason not to do it anymore for them. So, 2 nice cards, but, this is most likely going to be the last that I buy from PWCC. So, but those are those 2 cards there. Happy to share them. And, it was a mini rant, I guess you could say, but it did go on longer than I planned. Let me show you this last card that I'm really excited about getting. This is a raw card. I picked it up on eBay. Wasn't really looking for it, just kind of saw it in the listings, and I pursued it, made an offer. It was accepted, and the seller had really good communication and everything. I picked up this really sweet 1953 Topps Roy Campanella. I think this thing's a beauty. For the, semi-well-loved condition it's in. I would say, look at that red background. Red background on this is really nice. It was listed for 80. I offered 60, and got it for 60. When you get an an accepted offer that quick, you always wonder, oh gosh, should I have offered 50? But I didn't, I actually got a prompt from eBay saying one other person put in an offer for it. So I was like, all right, I want to make a decent offer on this. But at the same time, you know, I thought 60 was a good start point, and, you know, who knows if I would have continued if I got countered, but it was accepted not, you know, about an hour or so after I put it in, I think. So here's the back. It's a pretty nice card. I can't wait to get this slabbed. So I'll be sending this off to SGC sometime this summer. I might not do my next send-off until the National, and I'll drop them off in person. You know, it's got a little bit of a stain there in here. But gosh, the rest of this card, I mean, it's for 1953. This is a decent one. I mean, you know, you can see it's got staining up here. But, you know, I think this could hopefully grade out to be at least a 3. I mean, I got it for 68 bucks out the door, tax and shipping. You know, I'll be in for about 83, 75 to 83, and 3 is SGC is selling for like 95 to 100 bucks. So it's, you know, and that's a start. So I think a 4 might be tough, but this is a really nice card. And again, that little thing with, you know, the buy raw, slab it, worth a little bit more when you started. It's fun. I enjoy that. Really enjoy the card more, though. This is a really nice example. Again, that background is what really pulled me in. That red is just in really, really nice, nice shape in terms of just not much loss there, and just a great grin by a great catcher. So, you know, I need to get his 1954 Bowman as well for the goal that I want to do by collecting those Hall of Famers from 54 that aren't in Topps. He's one of them. In fact, his Bowman card was one of the reasons why I decided to pursue that goal, because I love that card. But, you know, I'll get that at some point. Today, I got this one in the mail, and I love it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a comment. If you have any comments or thoughts about PWCC, I'd be interested in knowing about those. You know, I know they started their auctions a few years back after a whole bunch of hot water they got in on eBay. You know, it seems like a decent enough outfit, but I don't think... Oh, one other thing about the way they also mail the cards themselves. They don't put the slabs in sleeves, and so, you know, they're secure enough in the envelope that they do a mini envelope inside another larger flat envelope, and it's secure that way. But I just wish the card was in a card sleeve too. They don't do that. It seems like I've tried 3 different times, and neither, you know, that's not what they do. But anyway, so. PWCC, probably no more for me. But leave your comments below. I'd love to know about it. Like and subscribe if you're so inclined. I'd really appreciate that. And thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great week.